I have to say that extremely proud of being made the head coach of the national team. It's something that 20 years ago or so when I started coaching junior basketball, actually not far from here in Newham and then in Hackney, I could never have was dreaming about. It was more just dreaming about trying to be successful, trying to help young players become better players, and then getting involved in professional teams and stuff. So very, very proud, and I hope that this is not so much of a new start for the program, but to continue what I think has been really solid work by Coach Prunty and his staff. And I think it's a generation that really can be successful. So I'm extremely looking forward to starting in this World Cup qualification.
Do you feel that the FIBA window, the new FIBA window, just heightens the expectations, especially for GB?
I don't think about the expectations. I just think we've got an incredible opportunity as a nation. We don't get many breaks as a basketball playing nation as Great Britain. So I think that the way they've reconstituted this tournament and the whole cup is really helping us, because of course we don't have any NBA players as such at this moment, unless Joel makes another team, and then obviously Lowell is there, and maybe he would ever come back for one swan song, we don't know, but so it doesn't affect us, and we don't have at this precise moment too many EuroLeague players, so again there's those problems there. So I feel that that Eurobasket team that just participated in Istanbul played really a great set of games against world powers, and I think that we've got a great opportunity of continuing with that team and doing well. So the way that it's set up, if I can bring those young players and the senior players together and try to get just a few things done differently, I think we can be very successful.
Just finally from me, before obviously Mark then takes it, are you expecting those players from Eurobasket, with maybe exceptions of a few, to return in November?
Pretty much so, yeah. From everything that I've got back, that group is quite tight. They want to do well. It's not something that's really impacting their lives. They would be with their professional teams anyway at that time. So I think it's almost a break for them, and they want to do well. So yeah, I think, matter of fact, I would hope that, my fingers are crossed on this, but in November that you'll see one of our strongest groups that we can put together with the 12, 13 or 14 players that we end up selecting for that camp.
Do you think it gives you an advantage being back in this country and having that on the ground presence, that you can look at players in the BBL, but also you'll be much tighter to guys through the season?
I think that there's definitely benefits for me being back here. I think more from the administration side, from the basketball operations side. I think that's obviously Joe would be honest to say that he felt quite detached and wasn't fully involved in some of the planning aspects, whereas I would be. I'm able and active to be able to get to people like Mark Clark, performance director, and board members, and Lisa Rainwhite. So I think that's going to be the biggest area I think that I can make an impact from being here personally. But I think that also there isn't almost anyone on that team that hasn't received some sort of coaching from me throughout their careers, and so I have a pretty good relationship with them, and I hope that I will have the respect and our staff that we're going to try to put together, that hopefully will also carry through.
You're setting yourself up for a fairly busy 12 months with 3 different hats to wear.
Yep.
What do you feel about that? How do you approach it?
I'm approaching it extremely positively. I've always felt that I can do these things independently. The club stuff is obviously, to me, is actually one of the harder things to do, because I really believe that there's been a good framework built for GB. I think that I need to tweak a few things from the planning side, from staffing side, and then more importantly just some minor tactical changes as well. And I believe that if we really have good 4 or 5 days preparation, we can hit the ground running against Greece and play really, really well, and then go to Estonia and play well there as well and win. So I'm very confident about that. And I know it's for a lot of people, and I fully understand that. People say that they I might take it on too much. If you all know me, you know that I plan and I'm meticulous in how I try to go about things. So I don't think that it's going to be as big an obstacle as other people think.
You see it, the ultimate sort of goal here is to qualify for the World Cup?
We have some short, medium and long-term goals. Short term at this present time is based, we have a very, very short term that we're aiming for, obviously November, to win 2 games. And our short-termish goals are to have qualification for the next round, okay, which would start post around September of 2018. Our short to medium term goal is to qualify in that second group. So we're looking at trying to change the way that we approach evaluating talent, constant evaluation of the depth charting of our players, constant tracking of our players, both physically and also on their basketball performances, better communication with players, starting to look at younger players and how they can impact the teams, and more importantly also looking at how players can come back into that group. Some of the most talented players that maybe have had some times where they've struggled to involve themselves or dismiss themselves out of the group. So longer term, I have been charged. Whether I can affect this is another, is to try to bring a holistic approach to national senior men's team, and then 20s, 18s and 16s, and have some coordination and some sort of holistic approach to warm-ups, some sort of tactical synergy, ability for players to be going up and down the ladder and knowing those players, and then instilling some sort of pride in the program going up through the age group. So that's one of our longer term aims, but I believe that it's achievable.